Hello, I'm Mitch Goldberg with ClientFirst Strategy, and I am very fortunate to be joined with my good friend, the Nutritionista herself, Michelle Blum of Nutritionist and Nutritionist.com. And we're going to talk about what I believe is possibly or should be considered the most important asset that you have in your life. So let's get started.
For some signposts, we turn to Mitch Goldberg.
We welcome Mitchell Goldberg.
So I'm going to start it off like this. The big asset class that I'm talking about is our health. Now, we all hear about how important our health is, but we work, we don't take care of ourselves, we take care of family. But the fact is, the biggest cause of personal bankruptcy is unpaid medical bills. Now, I realize some people can't help it, but a lot of people who can take better care of themselves for the future. What do you think of that?
It's very interesting that you say that because I know even for myself, I'm very diligent about, saving for retirement and saving for this and saving for that. And, to think that one thing that happens to a lot of people is you spend all this time saving your whole life and then you end up having to spend that on medical expenses and not be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor later on in life. So I like to use budgeting in terms of indulgences, just like you might do it with, discretionary income. So if you told one of your clients, you can't spend a dime, you can't, go out to dinner, you can't order in, you can't buy a piece of clothing, they'll be...
No discretionary items whatsoever, complete
How would
deprivation.
they react to that?
They would possibly follow that for maybe a few weeks or a month, and then at the first week moment they would binge and they would spend even more than they would have had they had scheduled budgeted indulgences.
Welcome to the diet industry. That's exactly what we do.
Right.
So it's a very similar mindset.
It's very similar.
People seem a little bit more open to it with finances, with especially if you're someone who's chronically dieted. We tend to have a little bit of a tougher time with that.
They're on, they're off, they're trying
Exactly.
Atkins, they're trying South Beach, they're trying Mediterranean, they're super low carb, then they're...
You end up hybridating philosophies. You're doing like Jenny Craig in the morning and like Weight Watchers in the afternoon and like something else at night, and you're just hybridating philosophies. But instead, kind of pull what makes sense to you and what's manageable for you. Because with nutrition, we try to make it very black and white, but there's really no right or wrong. You just have to kind of take this take-home message, take what makes sense, what's applicable for your lifestyle, and start to apply that.
But what I do feel is that people who look at what kind of lifestyle they're going to have, they look at themselves at that age, 50, 55, and they realize, wow, I haven't taken care of myself. So there's a fear factor.
Right.
And maybe that's what drives people to you, but I can tell you that's definitely one of the things that drives people to me.
Yeah, and it's around that same time, when you're in your 20s, all that stuff, it doesn't seem like a reality. And then when you see your parents go through it and then, you hit that 40, 50, your body does start to change, you get that little, questionable blood report back from your doctor. And that's when people really start to make the changes. But, if you are preventative about it, just like, I'm sure you tell people who are, in their 20s, 30s, start now, that's, same thing. If you start now, of course you can't prevent the inevitable, but you can give yourself a way better odds than not.
Yes, that's so well said. You can't prevent the inevitable, but you can give yourself better odds of a happier, healthier lifestyle. But to me, more importantly, I look at health as also, in my world, I look at everything as an asset, or from an economics point of view. You can work longer, which you're going to need to do. Most people are going to need to work longer.
Or enjoy your retirement. I mean, why did you work so hard if you're bedridden at home? There's so many facets of that.
We are a self-destructive species, aren't we?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's do a little bit better going forward. You can contact Michelle. I'll have her information posted all over the video. Nutritionist.com, Nutrishmish.
You got it.
.com.
Yes.
Great. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for
really
having me.
appreciate
It was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Bye.